Live from across mid-Missouri, this is KRCG 13 Live at 5.
Good afternoon. The Missouri Division of Cannabis Regulation has issued a recall for marijuana products that could present a potential threat to health and safety. More than 62,000 possibly tainted products ranging from candy to fruit chews to vape cartridges were sold to dispensaries and manufacturers by infused product manufacturer Delta Extraction. The state agency says the recalled products were not tracked properly and the staff was not able to verify whether they came from marijuana grown in Missouri, nor whether the products had passed required testing prior to ending up in dispensaries. A complete list of recalled products is available online at krcgtv.com. The state says there have been no adverse reactions reported. Police have arrested a Lake Ozark man, and prosecutors have charged him in connection to a group assault last week in Camden County. Investigators identified 24-year-old Aaron Gonzalez as one of the men who kicked, stomped on, punched, and slapped a man already unconscious and on the ground. Court documents indicate Camden County deputies went to a residence in the Sunrise Beach area August 7th. People at the scene reported returning to the house after a night out and being attacked by several men who had followed them there. Most were able to get to safety inside, but one man was left alone outside with 9 attackers. Deputies say Gonzalez was identified by a distinctive tattoo on his back. He faces prosecution for first-degree assault. University of Missouri investigators say a data breach has impacted their computer records operations. They say identity theft on their 4 campuses has a connection to a file transfer software that has spawned more than 600 breaches nationwide called MoveIt. KRCG 13's Mark Slavitt joins us live from the Mizzou campus, where information technology specialists found some compromised personal data.
Good afternoon, Kermit. Outside vendors recently notified University of Missouri system administrators about a potential breach involving MoveIt. MoveIt is a file transfer software for sharing large files between organizations. University of Missouri officials immediately started an investigation separate from their outside vendors to find out what data was compromised on their campuses. University investigators found problems with transfer files involving personal data in several locations, including student enrollment records and pension accounts. University of Missouri information technology experts continue to work on getting specific information. They want to alert their employees, students, and retirees that they might be impacted by the MoveIt breach.
This is very similar to any kind of situation that we might have with identity theft. And what we wanted to do was ensure that people knew that this breach had happened, that we had gone through a pretty substantial and complex investigation and had determined that we did have some evidence that personal information may be impacted.
The MoveIt data breach affected outside vendors used by the university. Current and former university employees and students might receive information about the breach from one of these vendors, in addition to information from the university.
We do have some evidence that there could be some personal information that was breached. We want to make sure you're aware of it so that you're watching for a letter that might come in the mail, or that you're watching your own personal information to make sure that you don't see something suspicious.
One of the university's outside vendors is the National Student Clearinghouse. Members of that organization are conducting a separate review of the MoveIt data breach. University officials are waiting on the results of that review to help with their investigation. Reporting live in Columbia, Mark Slavitt, KRCG 13.